What's up everybody, my name is Saint Rebellious, and today we're going to be going over some tips that you can use for Ashe to make you even more deadly on the battlefield.
Here it comes.
Now, the first thing we're going to go over is one of her most useful abilities is her dynamite. And we all know, you throw it, you shoot it, it blows up, burns enemies, you kill them. And there you go, okay. But one thing you may not have realized is that when you throw the dynamite, it goes directly in your line of sight. So if you shoot immediately after throwing it, without changing your aim too much, you will hit it. One thing you may not have realized is that you can actually shoot the dynamite with the coach gun. So this little gun right here that knocks back enemies and then knocks you back as well. So if you just go a little bit above, because if it hits the ground, the odds are you're not going to hit it. But if you do a little bit above, right, say like a Reinhardt shield's in front of you, you can do like this, and then hit it like that. But you have to be careful with this because the coach gun actually has a pretty big spread. I'll show you right here. If I try to do this, I throw it at him. It's on the ground, right? It's not going to hit that. So I'll show it one more time. Like, you basically have to get it like right in, like, you know, a certain little area. So I'll show you right here. Throw it at him. It bounces. Even though it was right in front of me, I didn't hit it. So it's much better and easier to do this in the air. So say you're like this, right? Throw it up in the air, pull, hit it. If it bounces off an enemy, hits the ground, whatever, it's going to be a lot harder to hit. Now another thing I wanted to go over is Ashe's time to kill. So if you just do 3 shots like this, I'll show you right here. That'll kill an enemy pretty quickly. At least someone who's like 250 or 200. You know, that'll kill them really fast. And if you do 2 scoped in shots, that'll kill them kind of the same time, like relatively the same time. But I noticed something kind of weird about it. Is that, watch, if you try to do a scope shot and then an unscope shot, and this is me holding down the button to fire faster. It's like scope shot, unscope shot. That's the delay. But if you do a unscope shot and then a scoped in shot, it's a lot quicker. So let me show you. Scoped, unscoped. But if I do a scoped and then a scope, you see how fast that was? That was kind of crazy. So we'll do another one right here. Unscoped, scoped. Unscoped, scoped. Now compare that to 3 unscoped shots. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2. It's a small difference, but it'll make a huge difference in battle. And another combo you can use is actually 1 scope shot and coach gun. That's even faster. This can come in handy if maybe you have like a Reaper or somebody on you, or like, you don't have to worry too much about Tracer, but someone who's like 200, 250, just go bam, coach gun. Because you don't have to be accurate with the coach gun. As long as you get that first headshot with the scope shot, you're basically guaranteed to kill if you use the coach gun. So another thing I wanted to go over is the coach gun and dynamite combo. And I don't mean what I showed you before, you know, throwing the dynamite and then shooting with the coach gun. What I actually mean is knocking back an enemy into the dynamite that you've thrown. Say maybe you missed and then they start pushing you, or they're just pushing you. You can just throw the dynamite down and then knock them back into it. So I'll just wait till it comes back up here. It can be a good way to get some distance and then get some extra damage on an enemy. So you throw it down, say right here, right? And then you knock him back into it. He gets burned, and then he's dead. Right? That's really effective and really useful in battle. And then you can also throw in an extra shot just to get a little bit quicker kill time. So I'll just show you right here. Wait, wait. Come on, buddy. Come on, you can do it. Come on. And then throw it down. Knock him back. There you go. That was quick and easy. You know, they might not even be expecting it. They might think, oh, hi, you missed the dynamite. But then you knock them back into the dynamite, and they're like, oh, crap. What do I do now? And obviously, you know, you can do a little bit faster. I wasn't that quick with it. So, like, I just throw it down, right? Yes. Like that. See? that little combo right there, and catch them off guard, and can do a lot of damage really, really quickly. And if there's anybody caught in that, they'll burn, you know, they'll take damage. And then, you know, it's just a good way to get your damage output even higher, because you're doing basically a wombo combo right there. Another thing I wanted to talk about is using your coach gun to actually shoot enemies a little bit easier. So when you're jumping in the air, you might not be aware of this, but when you're jumping in the air, you have a little hang time, obviously. But it makes it a lot easier for snipers to shoot you like straight in the head. So you can utilize this with the coach gun and basically force people to jump. So use the coach gun, bam, headshot. I mean, obviously he's not moving around all crazy and such, but you get what I mean. When he reaches the peak of his jump, he's so much easier to hit. Like by chance, you know, it's a little bit harder to hit him, you know, when he's going up into the jump. But I'll show you one more time, just to show you the little arc. I'll tell you exactly when you want to shoot them, or when it's easiest to shoot them. And you may have noticed this, you may have not, but just something that's really good to know. And now, well, I didn't get the headshot, but you see what I mean. It's kind of like a little bit of a delay, but it's just enough for you to get that accuracy on them. And even if you don't get a headshot, you're still doing damage, and you can hit him with another shot. It's like up and pop, just like that.
Bob, do something.
Bob, your ultimate, your buddy, your best friend. Now he does a lot of damage, but people don't typically know how to use him. And I mean, to each their own. You can use him as a battering ram, you know, just to knock back enemies. But you gotta keep in mind how he's gonna function after that. He's basically just a turret once he stops. So you always want to get the positioning right when it comes to turrets. Like if you've ever played the Torbjorn, it's like, I'll show you right here. He's gonna go right here.
Bob, do something.
You can shoot him, he can shoot them. I mean, he can even shoot the guy up here. Now, if he was just sitting right here, he wouldn't be able to hit all of those targets, right? So like if I go right here, he can shoot this guy. He can shoot that guy over there. Right, he can shoot over there. But he can't get this guy. This guy over here. Right? It might not seem like a big deal, but it's just being aware of those angles that can make all the difference. And say he was over here. He can shoot that guy. He can shoot that guy. He can shoot that guy. But he can't shoot those guys over there. I mean, well, he shot that guy over there. But, you see what I mean? You have to be aware of the angles and the coverage that Bob is getting and what he can and can't shoot. Like, yes, the battering is really, really helpful, but it's not the focus of his ultimate, you know, well, let's say your ultimate. It's not the focus of what he is. He's mainly a turret. I mean, if he was just there to bash people, that would just all he would do. He'd just come in, bash people, and then jump out. So you just want to keep in mind all those angles and everything, just like Hanzo used to say, simple geometry. And now, well, Mori says simple trigonometry. But it comes into play in Overwatch a lot. You have to be aware of the angles that you can get people from, and then what your turrets can and can't shoot. Can and can't shoot. There you go. In addition to using the coach gun, you can also use Bob to knock people up in the air, just for a little bit of extra, you know, damage during your ultimate. So watch.
Bob, do something.
Bam! Look at that. Bob does so much damage on that impact, and then you just shoot them straight in the head. They're dead. It's actually pretty effective. And even if they don't die, they're gonna get shot by Bob. You know. Come on, there we go.
You picked the wrong fight.
It just makes it a little bit more devastating when you send out Bob. It can be helpful. And you also get an achievement for it, so that helps too. So yeah, just another thing to keep in mind. Now, one more tip I wanted to go over with Bob, and something that I think is actually like game-changingly awesome, and an ability I didn't think that they were actually going to include in this game because I just thought it might be too overpowered, is this right here. Watch.
Bob, do something. Hey.
I don't know about you guys, but that scares the living shit out of me. Alright, thank you guys for watching the video, and if you enjoyed these tips and tricks, please leave a like And if you want to see more videos from us, hit the subscribe button and then the notification bell to stay updated when we're uploading. And you can follow on Twitter at Saint Rebellious, even on Twitch at Saint Rebellious, no space. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video, and I will see you when I see you.